Hello. As we fly into Europe on our latest satellite sequence, you can very clearly pick up an area of low pressure dominating the scene for the northwest of Europe at the moment, and also this low sitting in the centre of the Med, which is causing some quite significant problems in terms of heavy rainfall and strong and squally winds. By Tuesday, some of that heavier rainfall will be pushing away eastwards. The low stays to the northwest, but the fronts start to sink across into Scandinavia, France, Germany and the Low Countries. Some wet weather, I think, on the way for parts of Turkey and Greece on Tuesday. The winds falling much lighter, though, across the Balkans and clearing skies for Italy. Still got a lot of warmth across Iberia for the next few days, above average temperatures in Madrid. Looking pretty wet, though, for Paris and Frankfurt on Tuesday. Lots of showers and strong winds across the UK. Pretty chilly for Scandinavia through the next few days. You can see weather fronts try and push in here, but the cold air is fairly locked in place. We will, though, start to see a front getting across towards western Russia, bringing some wetter conditions into Moscow for the coming days. Looking pretty unsettled across the heart of Europe through the middle part of the week, maybe with some snow for the Alps. But brighter skies return to Paris, along with a little warmth by the time we get to Friday and Saturday. Elsewhere, the rain looks fairly set in for Moscow, even through until the end of the weekend. Hello. Thanks to a pretty deep area of low pressure in the centre of the Mediterranean at the moment, we're experiencing some quite stormy conditions becoming more intense to the north of Africa, particularly for Tunisia and Libya. I think in the next 48 hours, the risk of some heavier thunderstorms moving into the north, and the low itself stirring up some dust and sand as the strong gusty winds develop ahead of it. Further south, we're also watching for some heavier rain off the east coast of Africa for Somalia, parts of Kenya and Tanzania, maybe even the risk of some localised flooding. We'll see the showers tending to clear from Tunis through the latter part of the week, but still looking quite unsettled for Tripoli, for Dar es Salaam and Nairobi. Some fairly persistent outbreaks of rain. A drier story as we cast our eye towards Casablanca, though, and Lusaka for the next few days, but some showers closing in on Khartoum. Plenty of dry weather at the moment across the Middle East, pretty much as you'd expect, but as we make our way further south, we do encounter the risk of some showers across the mountains of Yemen, perhaps the odd one even getting close to Aden, and I think a few for the mountains of Oman as well. The wind's fairly light though in the next few days, so not really anticipating any significant visibility issues, and in the sunshine still are temperatures widely in the low to mid 30s. Hello. The rains continue to retreat across India. However, we have seen an area of low pressure pushing in to the north across the Hindu Kush, bringing some snow to the highest ground. And we will see, I think, a few more showers out of that as it continues to weaken to the far north of India, even in the next few days. The heaviest rain, though, Monday, Tuesday will be towards the northeast, and perhaps some heftier showers further south as well across parts of Kerala and Konkan and Goa. Some showers also for the Maldives and still a few downpours for Sri Lanka too. Towards the northwest, a lot of sunshine and some exceptional warmth for the time of year, particularly across Tajikistan and also Kazakhstan. For example, in Nur Sultan, the temperature about 15 degrees above average on Tuesday. The sunshine extends across Pakistan and into the northwest of India, but we soon, as promised, catch up with those heftier showers as we make our way across the south of Peninsular India and follow the east coast all the way up, in fact, towards Bangladesh, and some fairly plentiful showers also pushing as far north as eastern Nepal. Here's our outlook for the coming days. Clearer skies for Dhaka by the time we get to Friday. More sunshine for Islamabad, but still that continued risk of showers across particularly western Sri Lanka. The temperatures just starting to slide down somewhat for Tashkent, despite the sunshine continuing. Hello. We're keeping a close eye on the Pacific at the moment. We have a developing storm system. Hagibis looks like it may even end up as a violent typhoon by Friday, and by Saturday, as it arcs its way north, it may be closing in on southern Japan. We will keep you up to date, of course. A lot of rain, though, still to the north of Japan for Tuesday. Some quite squally winds too. Behind this frontal system, though, sunshine for Seoul and Beijing, but some cooler air. We'll see the temperatures coming down in Tokyo in the next few days too. Some lingering cloud for Shanghai. Sunny spells, but the chance of some hefty showers across northern Vietnam, for Thailand, for Malaysia, and increasingly northern Indonesia in the next few days. Rather grey skies really in our outlook for Tokyo, whereas Beijing and Seoul should both be somewhat brighter and see a little warmth developing as well. Cooler weather in the cards for the southeast of Australia, thanks to this area of low pressure. We pick up a southerly wind, and that is going to pull the temperatures down for Sydney, but most notably, I think, for the likes of Brisbane by the end of this week. 32 here in the sunshine on Tuesday. Some rain getting into the South Island of New Zealand. The North Island clings on to a ridge of high pressure, and we should continue with some fair weather here. But here's that jump in temperatures for Brisbane. Remember, 32 on Tuesday, down to just 21 with showers on Saturday.